So, Adam Sheffield, creator of the debate platform Truth vs. False Reality and Social Grade Run, stemming from Martin Luther King saying, judge a person based on the content of their character, not the color of their skin. But he didn't go into detail of the content of the character. That's the social grade run. I got wise about Lily. Look at this little girl. Yeah, she's really behaving good. Yeah, that's a little tweety. Yeah, Lily, don't make me laugh. I'm getting my teeth fixed. Some teeth pulled. I didn't want to do a root canal. Anyway, it's just me, Lily. So I noticed the volume doesn't pick up if I sit too far away. So I gotta sit close. This is my testimony. Oh my God! Oh, by the way, my middle of my back is broke. Not literally broke, but I could barely walk. Temporarily, I pray. Thank you, Jesus. It's breathtaking though, and it hurts so bad it makes me laugh. Here, eat some nuts. Those are walnuts. Yeah, you like walnuts? There's some bread. Anyway, when I was in prison, I thought I was going to do 90 days, but it was a 50 day. They got let out on 50 days, and which they let me know 2 days before I was getting let out. You know, that was the truth. Is the 48 days I was in there went by quicker than the last 2 days. The last 2 days it was like seconds were hours, because I knew I was getting out. And so I went into Chino State Prison in 1989. It's like a lifetime ago. And I grew up, like I said, out of Los Angeles. With all the people I played basketball with, a lot anyway, were black friends. And Corey Blunt was a friend of mine for a while before he went to the big leagues. Yeah. Only player in NBA history to play with Michael Jordan on the Bulls, Magic Johnson when he came out of retirement for the Lakers, and Larry Bird in his last year for the Celtics. Corey Blunt. Just a little bit of tidbit there, in case you were wondering. I can't even laugh. It hurts so bad. There's my girl Lily. Okay, so my point is this: I had a hit put on me in prison, but God delivered me from that hit. It was a stabbing, and God delivered me from that. And it's a very crazy story, so I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Okay, that means within an hour. I was on the yard. I went out on the yard in Chino State Prison. I was in Central. I didn't go to West or East or none of that, whatever. I was in Central, and I was on the yard, and all the whites were over there and working out, and all the blacks were playing basketball, and not all of them, but there's only people playing basketball were black, and I either was a fool, dumb, naive, stupid, ignorant, or just completely didn't have a racist bone in my body. Probably all of the above, because these dudes were big. They looked like they were professional bodybuilders, professional football players. And I walked over to them and I go, "Hey, you guys mind if I shoot some hoops with you?" Because there were no whites shooting hoops, and one of the stocky dude, about 5'10", looked like he could bench a car. Came swag. He was walking with the swag, like, oh, I can't even move. Oh, walking with the swag, like toward me, like you dummy. He gave me this look and shook his head and went like, he put his hands up like, it's your death. You're signing your own death warrant. But so I went on, played ball with them, and I got respect. They called me Bird. My nickname was Bird because I could slam dunk and stuff. And lo and behold, I was pulled out of mean population so I could be a worker. Officer Perea in the clothing room said, "You want to work for the clothing room?" I said, "Yeah, I'd love to. Keep me busy." So I do the blankets and the clothes for the guys coming in, and then I would when the food came on the food dock, get the carts and dispense them to all the dorms. There was a Madrone, Sycamore, and Birch, and a couple others. And I was went to the yard before work. I was at the yard, and I was standing up. We had a shakedown. Everybody had to get against the wall, and hands out of the pocket and all that. The guards were going around and stuff, and it was right about time for me to go to work. And I had my work card, and I was picking up on this dude sweating a lot, and I caught him glancing at me a couple times. You really got to watch your back. Even I learned this on the streets, being a white boy in Almani. But you gotta, heightened sense of awareness of what's going on around you. And this dude glanced at me and he was sweating. He's a young guy too, 18, 19 maybe. And I looked over at him, and then I just kind of said, "This dude's something told me this guy's trouble." So I squatted down and I was like looking at him, and I noticed his shoes moved over one guy closer to me. So nice two away or three away. And then I noticed he did it again, and now he's two away. So I stood up, I looked at him, and I moved two away. And then I said, I got to go to work. Screw this. Took my card. Guard, I got to go to work. He let me go. I went to work. That night I was getting off my shift about 10. And during the day when I was delivering food and stuff, they had a shakedown on the dorm that guy was in. He was in the 30-man dorm for youngsters, and I was in a 30-man dorm for workers. And they had them all out there butt naked against the wall, hands up. Every single bed was thrown out, all the blankets, all the books, everything was thrown out. They were doing a shakedown. Thank you, God. God, he delivered me, and he put the enemy who had the hit put on me right in front of me. I got off work, and I was standing because you got to wait for the guard to let you in. I went and stood across. We were next door dorm next to the Kelm or whatever you call that food place, not the Kelm, but anyway, he was standing. He was the only one in the hall, last one standing, and he looked at me and he goes, "Hey," and I go, "Yeah," and I looked at him. And he knew I knew that he was trouble, and I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "Tell Bear in Madrone Hall I got caught with the shank. They're sending me upstate for 3 years." And I go, and I forget his name, but I go, "Okay." Next morning, I went to deliver food to Madrone Hall, and there was two dudes behind the where they'd serve food. The Mexican dude and the white dude. And the white dude was a big, burly, hairy dude with a beard and hair like all over. Thus the name Bear, I guess. I looked at the Mexican dude. I go, "Hey, do you know anybody named Bear?" And he kind of looked at me and kind of didn't know. He kind of did this, and the dude next to him had his head down like this. And he was like 35 years old, maybe 37, I don't know. And he looks at Bear, and Bear goes, "Okay, I gotta tell on myself." It's funny. Not at the time, but now. He looks up at me, he puts his head up, and he looks at me and he goes, "I'm Bear." And I looked at him and I go, "So-and-so told me to tell you he got caught with the shank. He's going upstate for 3 years." And Bear was looking at him like this, and he goes, like, what? He's like going, "What is happening?" And so that was because I was playing basketball with the Blacks. That's what he did. Put a hit on me, trying to be a big macho badass man, right? That's freaking ridiculous. Politics, dude. Prison politics is so stupid. That's not even the right word to describe it. Childish. It's like 7th grade. No, it's like 7-year-olds making rules, dude. It's about being grown up, right? Anyway, that was my story. Oh my God. My back's just killing me. Oh God. I couldn't even walk to the store, walk out of my van earlier. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Anyway, God does not want me doing physical labor anymore. I'm starting to pick up on that too. Maybe in another 10 years, I might say, "All right, I'll quit." Takes me a little while to get the messages sometimes, clearly. But this one's a doozy. I got this one loud and clear. Now, another weird thing in prison that happened that I probably wouldn't want to share about because I don't want to offend anybody for no reason. If it's not going to help somebody, I'll offend people if it's going to maybe make them think about something. But this ain't going to benefit anybody, so I won't share about it. Yeah. All right. God bless you guys. And I'm alive because Jesus, God is merciful, long suffering, slow to judgment. You know. Thank you, God, for being that way and kind. I almost started to feel like I was gonna have a tear, but I'm holding back, keeping my composure. You want to say hello to the camera? There you go. Yeah, there it is, right there. You're on the camera. There you are, Lily. Lily, say hello. Say hello. There you go. Look. Yeah, that's you. Yeah. Don't eat those plants. I don't know if they're good for you. Peace and love and truth.